Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, a YouTuber got onto my channel and he had got a bit of a problem tuning his guitar. And so I thought, well, you know what, I know I have a how to tune video somewhere on my channel already, but I thought, well, why not redo it? I'm just checking my tuner here because it looks like it's on the wrong mode. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, it's on the right mode. Alright, anyways, so let's get on with this. I'm going to teach you guys how to properly tune your guitar. Now, this applies to 6-string guitars, acoustics, electrics. We're not going into 7 strings, 8, 9-string guitars, 12-string guitars, just the 6-string guitars. It's all I own anyway. So there you go. So whatever tuner you have, grab it, follow along with the video. Now, if you have a tuner where it has different modes like guitar, chromatic, violin, bass, etc., make sure it's on chromatic or guitar, one of the two, okay? And so first of all, we're going to knock my guitar right out of tune because we need to. Sounds like a harp gone bad. Now, if you've ever tuned your guitar and thought you were right and it sounds like this, you got it wrong. So, let's do this the right way. Now, all your strings are under a different amount of tension, okay? Your higher tension strings are generally your G, your B, and your high E, okay? So your bottom 3 strings are your higher tension ones. So though they all feel like they're under high tension, it's just how much you turn them and it's what they need to go into tune. Anyways, so take this slow. And if you do happen to go up in pitch, we need to go down below pitch and then back up. So we will purposely knock this thing out going upwards. So let's start with the E. I don't know if I can get this in frame well enough. See if I can maybe adjust this a little bit. Now, because my strings, I loosened them off, I'm going to have to tune this thing twice because my neck just shifted by doing that. So you want to continually pluck the string while you're tuning. Don't just pluck and then assume you can bring it up to pitch, because that doesn't always work. No, obviously not, so it's up. So we bring it back down. And when you're getting closer to that note you should be on, slow down on how much you're turning at a time. Now, generally that would be it. So let's see what it sounds like. I think we need to go over it again. Exactly. My point, the neck shifted, which I expected it to do that. Because when you have the strings that slack, the neck relaxes and it's hard to pull it back up again. Now, one of the things you would have seen there, especially on the E, is it kind of flickered between the E and the B. That is normal for tuners to actually go a little weird like that. I don't know why they do it. I can't explain it, but they do. So you just keep plucking it and it'll figure itself back out and you'll be fine. So, back we go again. So we're in tune. Now, you have to tune your guitar every day. Sometimes I find myself tuning my guitars 2-3 times in a day, depending on how much I'm playing, depending on how hard I'm beating the daylights out of the strings. Because sometimes I can be a very aggressive player, other times not so aggressive. But even at that, wood moves and shifts all the time. The worst part of the season for that to happen is usually the winter time when humidity is a lot lower in the house. Because guitars require between 40 to 70% humidity for stability purposes and to avoid drying out. So you got to kind of try and keep that all the time. Now, this is my first year in the last number of years that I've not bothered with a humidifier in the winter because I'm trying to do a test on my guitars this year to see what happens if I don't. But I do keep an eye on my humidifier gauge that's on the wall, and currently we're sitting at 25 degrees in the room at, believe it or not, 25% humidity. That's pretty crazy. This is actually the hottest room in the house because we have in-floor heating, and the in-floor heating system comes right off the back wall where my keyboard is, and underneath this floor is where all the piping goes and scatters everywhere. So no matter what I do, I can't get the temperature too low in here. So it's a little bit on the warm side. I wish actually this was my bedroom instead of my studio, because it'd be like, oh, so much better, because my bedroom's not quite as warm in comparison. But, you know, still, it works. And so far with my testing this winter so far, I haven't seen any ill effects yet. Mind you, we did have a lot of humidity out of control in the summertime. This thing has not had a chance to really dry out yet. So I'm going to see how stable this thing keeps, as well as my Gretsch as well. See how it does as a solid body electric over the winter. See how stable it is. But remember, you got to tune your guitar every single day. And just because it sounds in tune doesn't necessarily mean that it is. Like if I do a turn here, turn here, turn here, turn here, turn here, and a turn here, it still relatively sounds like it's in tune. That's a little off that I can tell. So let's see how bad that is. And that was just a little twist of each. Oh yeah, D sharp. That's bad. It's a high D sharp too. So what if we just go selective here? Three out of 4 strings. To some people that would sound in tune, and it isn't. But it is very important to keep plucking as you're tuning. Don't pluck really hard though, just, you know, soft. You know, not a whole ton, just continuously pluck, 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 and then let go and see how long it stays. If it drops right away, then it's not quite on. That's good. That's good. That one's good. That one's good. That's good. And that one's good. So, hope you enjoyed the video, got a lot out of it. The guy that was having trouble with tuning, especially that high E. Like I said, your G, your B, and your E are under the most tension load, and it can get a little nerve-wracking to start tuning that high E string because it's pretty thin. But as long as you've got it well under pitch and then you start bringing it up to pitch, it'll be okay. And you know, you can tell too by listening, by plucking the high and low E's. One sounds low, one sounds high, but they sound the same. If they're out, that's bad. That's back on. Yeah, that's actually right on. Catch you on the next one.